Welcome back to Alex on Track. And once again, we got Lights Out Leah here. We're doing it big on this episode. There's been all sorts of news, some tragic, some kind of crazy. But the most recent stuff that I wanted to ask Lights Out Leah, um, we know the FAA dropped some stuff on us over this past weekend. Did you hear about all that?
I did. There's like 6 to 8 new refinements that they're adding to the regulations, starting with the Miami race. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, look, the Miami race is always a good race. And,
Mhm.
as a side note, I had a friend of mine who was talking about the best part of the Miami Grand Prix weekend. And we were saying, is Lego bringing back the Lego cars to race?
I hope so, because that shit was amazing.
Well, from a content creator's standpoint, or from our point of view, yeah, I
Mm.
mean, there was so much good stuff that was being recorded all over. I mean, it was great. Aside from that, as a fan, I mean, getting to watch, one driver out of every team go around and try to avoid each other, and some of them not so much. Some of them intentionally were hitting each other. I mean, that
Yes,
thing it was so much fun.
it was great. It's it's always great when you get to see like any people that you admire, athlete, actors, musician, or whatnot, when they get to take a step out of what they normally do and just have fun, that was pure joy on all their faces.
Yeah, I love that, and I do hope that they bring it back. So I'm a little eager for that. That being said, yeah, they dropped a bunch of FIA dropped a bunch of regulations for the Miami race and moving forward. I feel like a lot of us weren't exactly heard in the changes they were doing. So I'll give you an example. There's one of them where, because of the accident with Ollie, highlighted how some vehicles are super clipping into corners, right, and they're
Mhm.
charging in the middle of corners, and another guy could be deploying his battery, getting coming into a corner. So there's a big disparity in the speed of these vehicles, right?
Yeah.
And what the FIA decided to do was two things. They said, well, we're going to increase the speed at which you can recharge, so you're not recharging in the middle of a corner. And secondary, we're going to let you have less battery, so you won't have to, faster recharging in a smaller battery. You're not going to be charging as much, so it'll be more racing depending on the engine. What do you think about that?
I I mean, really won't know until we get to see it in action. What I take away from all this is that the FIA finally listened to the drivers. About 98% of the time, the drivers will go to the FIA, not to complain, but to state their cases about them as a whole. This was not done as, oh, let me get an advantage, let me, not be disqualified or whatnot, where, when they get called to the stewards or something like that. This was all of them together for their own safety as a collective, and the FIA finally listened to them, and they got shit done. Where in the past it takes, sadly, not great things to happen in order to get things to move along. So I will 100% be very happy that the drivers got to make some changes or be the cause to get some changes done.
Yeah, if we need this level of like drivers being upset and this level of drivers complaining to get the FIA to have an emergency meeting to get changes done, then I welcome it. Keep
Yeah.
complaining because it's only going to lead to better racing. And while I don't think that this is going to fix 100% of the problems, I think it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah. 100% agree.
And I think you mentioned there that the drivers are stating their case, right? So it's real interesting that you use the word case because this morning in Italy, they said that there might be a bunch more cases out there, and this
Right?
is involving all the teams and all the drivers. Did you hear about the tax fraud stuff?
I did. I can't remember if I woke up to it or if I was like right as I was logging into work. Like I saw I had like 4 text messages in my friend's group chat, and I saw that and I was like, I'm gonna have to wait until break to look at that. But yeah, that's wild. So Italy is looking, I don't remember the guy's name, but dealing with tax law, I have no understanding.
Same,
whatsoever about
zero.
international taxes. I know my friend, my best friend, she did a study abroad about international taxes and stuff like that. So she has some knowledge, but did not share it with me. But with the races in Imola and Monza, what they made there, the teams have to give a portion of that. They have to pay the taxes on that. And they talked a little about, well, the driver, is it to the teams itself or is it to the drivers? And what I was reading was that essentially as the athletes in foreign countries are considered freelancers. So
Right.
then they are, I think the taxes have to be withheld by the team
Hmm.
when they pay them. So right now, though, it's only about looking into it. There's not an actual investigation as of right now. It can turn
Right,
into an
right, right.
investigation, but they are looking into it.
For somebody who doesn't understand international tax law, you explained that way better than I ever could. So thank you for that.
Thank
'Cause,
you. I'm gonna take that as a compliment because thank you.
yeah, like the way you were just, and the hand movements, pure cinema, pure
Thank
cinema. But
you.
I think you're completely correct. The team is responsible for, withholding some of that and then paying that to the good old country of Italy. And I don't think it was done, so they want their money, right? And
Yeah.
when you have athletes like Hamilton and Verstappen that are making north of 60 mil a year, I don't know what it is per race, right? If you break that down, but
Yeah.
whatever it is, I'm sure it's a ton.
Which is interesting because if it was individual or even not as individual drivers, if it was one team, that would be sketchy. But it's all the teams, and it's like, was there a miscommunication about how they needed to be done? Does that make sense what I'm getting at? Like if it's all the teams, I don't
Yeah.
think the entire all what at the time 10 teams would have been like, "Hey guys, for funsies, let's not pay our taxes on this." I don't think
I
all
think
10 teams would have been like, "Let's get on board." Um, so there's something I don't believe anything sinister is going on, but I think it was like, what? They didn't read a line, maybe, and so then maybe that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that line, don't attribute to malice or you can attribute to incompetence. So it could be just something like that. Hey, that was pretty good, right? That was
That
pretty
was
good.
really good. What the fuck
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that?
Hey,
Was great.
I'm just full of freaking secrets right now. I got all the blues clues, if you will. Speaking of blues clues, along with the
Mhm.
tax fraud, one of the things that the wonderful country of Italy, which shout out to Italy, I see you guys, right? One of the things that they dropped, one of the things they dropped on us was
You're just giving a shout out to all of Italy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We got to shout out the
Okay.
entire country of Italy. Like, you guys are doing it big over there. I know you guys are great on sandwiches and pasta and pizza. So, how thankful are we for
True.
Italy, right?
I'm very thankful.
Yeah, I'm extremely
Okay.
thankful.
I'm done. I'm done laughing at you. You're fine. We're good.
All right, so post shout out to Italy. We appreciate you guys. Post shout out to them. One of the one of the things that they dropped along with the tax fraud or potential tax fraud, alleged tax fraud. One of the things that they dropped on us was there may or may not have been a driver that was in search of extracurricular adult activities for hire, if you will. It,
Yes.
that to me seems like such a surprising thing. Like, you guys are the pinnacle of motorsports. All of you guys are like freaking good looking dudes, and you're out there trying to hire somebody. Like, what?
Okay, hold on. Because this is okay. We're actually going to deep dive into it because we talked about it before we started recording. I don't know what this says about me, but that line of work fascinates me. So, anyways, okay, when it comes, first and foremost, it's not just one unnamed F1 driver. There's also, I think the report said like 40 or 50 European footballers. And it's not just the escorting services. I think we can say that without getting anything.
Flag. Yeah, I
But
think.
there's also money laundering also playing into this. So there's more things at play. But you're talking about like why are they having to pay for it? Why would anybody need to pay for it if they're a high like performance athlete? Shout out Danny Rick. Um, A lot, right? A lot of the times, these athletes, or even high-powered like CEOs, whatnot, they spend their just spit. They spend their lives concentrating and doing everything that is in their power to build their career that they have. Starting off at a very young age, especially with athletes, they're training, they're at boot camps, they're in these like academies. So they're I'm not saying this is the case for all of them. They're very stunted socially. So they don't have a lot of the times the skills to like interact with people they're interested in. So it's easier to just go pay for it. And if they got the money, not gonna lie, if you got the money, go for it. But, always be respectful to the people in that line of work. Don't be an asshole. Pay them what they're worth and make sure like you're being kind. Because I have a
Well,
lot of respect for those type of workers.
I mean, you have to. They're people as well, right? But that being
Exactly.
said, like all these guys are out there looks maxing, and they're all earnings maxing. Like they're all doing all the maxing that they can, and then something like this comes out. So I guess let me flip the script a little bit, and let me ask you, I guess this way. We know now the 11 teams that are on the grid. We know all the drivers. They said specifically that it was one unnamed driver. He was the only one in the entire grid that was doing
Yeah.
these extracurricular activities. So, lights out, Leah. If you had to put some money on it, I know you're not a betting woman, but if you had to put some money on it, who do you think was the driver soliciting these type of services in Italy?
I have one person because of rumors. I'm not going to say who. I will tell you later. But listen, I will get so much hate if I say it.
Just
But
say it. Who cares?
no,
Do it.
no, I'm
Do it for
not
the
saying it.
maxing. Do it for the maxing.
No. Ma- what word are you saying? Because you've said it like 6 times and I have no clue.
Are you not familiar with looks maxing?
No.
Oh,
What is this?
dang. So looks maxing is a new thing, well, new-ish thing, where you try to maximize how it is that you look. So you do activities to looks max. So if you looks max and you looks maxing and you're maxed out how you look, does that make sense?
Absolutely not. I still don't know. I just hear maxing and I'm like, I doing things to make you look like you're doing the most?
Not necessarily. So are you familiar with mewing? Like when you chew on really hard stuff so you develop a good jawline? Are you familiar with that?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's called mewing. So that's in the realm of looks maxing.
Okay,
You,
moving
you
on.
can
So
max
I
out
will.
you can max out any activity. So like in your case, like smut maxing or whatever.
There is no limit. There is no limit.
There is no
There's
limit. Is that
none.
what you said?
There's no limit. That's a Mean Girls quote. Okay, I will give, I will do my runner up who I think it would be
Okay.
because I think it would be really funny.
Wait, before you give me your runner up, let me ask you this.
Okay.
So, is there one person that you're worried that they would be mad at you for selecting a driver who you think did that? Is it because of one person or a collection of people?
I think it's a collection of people that
Really?
would talk
Well,
about me.
then I tell you what. Let's do a little context clues. Let's do a little blues clues. So, is this driver young or old?
Older.
He's older. Okay.
Mhm.
Is he in a top four team or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, look, if I ask you any more than that, we're going to kind of give it away.
Okay.
So let's do this.
Okay.
If you guys think that you know who she's talking about, it's a younger guy, not in a top four team. Leave it in the comments down below, and then Leah's going to go and like your comment if you're right. If you're not right, she's not going to
And
like your comment.
and listeners, as once again we have proven that Alex doesn't listen to everything I said. I said an older driver, not a younger driver,
Older.
but an
Ah,
older
okay.
driver that's not in
Okay.
a top four team.
I'm going to clip that. I'm going to redo it. Let me redo it, okay? Let me redo
No,
it.
no, we're keeping that. We're keeping that.
Okay. So, again, if you. So, again, if you guys think you know who she's talking about, it's an older guy, not in the top 14. Leave it in the comments down below. She's going to go like and comment if you're right. If you're not, you're not. Don't expect a like. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Does that
I
sound
will
good?
say this. Yes, I will say the reason I think it's this person is because of the rumors I've heard in the past about this driver. So this is based on rumors that I've heard about them.
What
So
kind of rumors?
if I say the rumors, it will give it away because it is
Okay,
very
well, let's not do that. Let's let the
talked about.
viewers determine who it is. So that being
Mhm.
said, who is your second one or your runner-up guy who you think it is?
I think it would be really funny if it was Kimmy, the Italian stallion. I think it would be funny.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I feel like that was super funny. I feel like we could justify bringing out Chris Hansen and being like, "Why don't you have a seat?" You know?
Right? Yeah, I think it would be really funny if it was Kimmy. Because I could see Kimmy just fumbling his way through this entire like process.
Yeah.
Just, God, it would be so funny.
So I think it's somebody who unknowingly did something that in Italy is frowned upon. So to me, that means that this person would have to be from a country where soliciting women of the night is
Hmm.
not an illegal thing. So I guess let's break that down. So what
Tragically.
countries is that not frowned upon, do you think?
I already know. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to make sure I got the vicinity of it.
Because
Do you
look,
think it's Max?
they have a red light district in Amsterdam.
Do you think it's Max? He did get kicked out to sleep on the couch.
He
There
did
was
get
that
kicked
interview.
out. And look, who needs to relax more than Max? He's been freaking pissy about everything. Um,
It's Max. He's got a newborn at home. He
yeah,
needs
but
sleep.
you got to remember this happened last year. So he's got a brand new newborn, but this was last year. So
That was last year.
he wasn't getting any. His wife was super preggers. Like I'm just saying,
Ew, I don't like that term.
preggers.
I don't like that. I don't
Well,
know why I don't like that.
yeah, I was gonna say it's not a bad term, you know.
It's not a bad term. I just don't like it. Like when some people don't like the word moist. I don't like that word.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have a lot of friends where if I drop a moist, they're like, don't say that again. And I'm like,
I had a
what about damp? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens if you say damp?
right. We had a youth intern back when I was in high school, a youth intern for our church. She didn't
Uh,
like the word crevice.
crevice?
Crevice. She did not like it.
Was she from another country?
No, she was from
Mm.
Texas. So, but she just didn't like the word crevice. I'm like, I don't know how the hell did you.
Anytime somebody says like she's from Texas, I'm like, I immediately go to Ella Langley in that song. You know,
It's a good song. It's a good
it's a great
song.
song. It's a great song. I'll break out in song right now.
You did the
So
last time we tried to record.
yeah, I know. But yeah,
Um,
I mean,
but
not
yeah.
only is Max my favorite driver, but I think he's the
Uh-huh.
one being implicated here. And
Interesting.
I would love for it not to be true, but I think he just comes from a place where that's not frowned upon. And maybe he just said, hey, I
But
just,
also, as someone from that area, he would know, hey, that's very much legal here. You would think he would know it's not legal everywhere else.
yeah,
So,
maybe, yeah, you're right. That's another good spin you could put on it.
yeah, I really want to know who it is. I'm gonna be like, listen, I need somebody to write a book, please.
Right. And, and I don't want to know who it is because, like, I mean, I do want to know who it is, but I don't want to
Ugh.
know for the wrong reasons. Like, I don't want this person to get in trouble. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think they should. But I'm also very curious, like who could it was because like there's certain answers that would make it hilarious, like
Yes.
Lando. Like, there's no world that exists in
Yeah.
which it was Lando. You
No.
know, unless it wasn't a working woman of the night. You know,
Right.
you get where I was going with
Yeah, I
that.
got it. So, like, I want to know the information in the context of, like, I'm a little old, like, biddy at a beauty shop with one of my other old friends that's like, we're in our 80s and we need good gossip. Like, that's why I want to know. I don't
Yeah,
want anybody to go to jail. I just want to know.
Well, that's gonna be the rumor from now. We're all gonna be debating on who it is. So again, viewers, you guys are watching. Leave who you think Leah thinks it is down in the comments. And just to remind everybody, it's an older guy, not on the top four team. Leave it down in the comments. She's gonna like your comment. All right. I think it's gonna be a cool way for them to find out. So we'll figure that out.
That
But
would be funny.
so that'll be one of the rumors. Another one of the rumors
Mhm.
that I think is picking up a lot of heat right now, and keeping it on brand and on subject. But the rumors for Verstappen switching over to Mercedes are starting to ramp up a little bit. Starting to
Again.
pick up. Hmm.
Okay. What, I mean, is there anything new about it, like other than, oh, he could possibly go to Mercedes?
Well, yeah. This weekend we saw Max Verstappen at the Nürburgring.
Yes.
Which, by the way, let me take a quick second and take a moment out because we had older gentleman who was doing what he loved to do that he spent a lifetime doing. And I'm sure I'm not gonna do his name justice, but Mr. Juha, from what I understand, Juha,
Yeah.
right?
Yuha, I think, yeah.
Mr. Juha, and I mean he deserves all the respect and all the accolades and everything. I mean even Max made a comment for him, and I mean so many different contributors that I saw on the F1 community that all took a second to stop and say, "Man, what a tragedy!" Right? But
Yeah.
what was your take on that, by the way?
So I didn't see it because I
Right.
think it happened while I was sleeping. But I know that it was a pretty big crash. I think like seven, eight vehicles in total. Just, I mean, there's nothing else I can say other than what everybody else has said. It was just very sad to see happen. I know a lot of times as creators and fans, whether it's F1 or football or something, you kind when a crash happens or a tackle happens, you're like, yes, da, da, da. But you never want to see this happen. You never want to see the reality of, oh, someone passing away. It was just very sad to see.
Very, very, very sad. And I saw several comments are saying like, "Hey, take comfort in knowing that he was doing something that he loved." But again,
Yeah.
we never want that to happen to somebody on the track, whether it's something that they love or not. So, our condolences to Mr. Yuha and his family. And again, I know I'm not saying the name wrong or saying the name right, so I apologize.
Mm.
But getting back to it, so yeah, there is some newer stuff coming out of Nürburgring with Max potentially going to Mercedes. So his connection to everybody in the Mercedes world, since he's driving a Mercedes at the Nürburgring at
Mhm.
the NLS,
That's right. Yeah. I
yeah,
forgot about that.
his connections now with Mercedes are going through the roof. And not just that, but they keep posting him. They keep posting him on Instagram, and I'm just like, I
Hmm.
wonder, I wonder if this means anything.
That's interesting. I didn't realize that. I did not realize that at all. So that is
Hmm.
interesting. I mean, I don't think he's gonna switch. I honestly, because I know there was the rumor of like talking about like he made the comments about retiring at the end of this year,
Right.
and people are saying not retiring from the sport, but maybe that team, so he can move to a different team. I don't see him moving to Mercedes. I granted, I believe Mercedes had the money to retain Lewis for his
Right.
salary for so many
Right.
years, but I don't see them being able to afford and being like, "Hey, here's all this money. Here you go." Um, I think realistically, for my opinion, I would see him retiring from the sport altogether than switching teams.
Yeah, I used to be of the other camp, and I used to think he's not retiring from F1. He's might be just changing teams.
Mm,
And the way that personnel have been leaving Red Bull this year is a little bit concerning. But I think
mhm.
Max marches to his own tune. I don't think he necessarily has to follow with what's going
Yeah.
on. So I will say this though, it was fun seeing him in another series and seeing him smile probably for the first time all year and
Yeah.
enjoy racing. That was a lot of fun.
100%. The guy loves racing. That's bottom line. He just loves speed. So that was a breath of fresh air for Max fans to see
Yeah.
that in him. But You never know. I know he said he's always wanted to do endurance racing and devote more time to it. So this was great for him to do. It'd be cool to see him at Le Mans.
Hey, are you putting that out there into the world that he should do Le Mans? Is that what you're putting
I
out?
There was a comment made. I can't remember by whose team, but his team, or Sebastian Vettel's team, they would team up to do, I think, Le Mans or an endurance race.
Was
I
this the
would,
one where they wanted to bring on Fernando Alonso too?
if that happened, if the three of them were on a team, I would be sat with popcorn because all I want to listen to is the radios. That's the only thing I would want to listen to.
Yep, yep. And I watch a 24-hour Daytona, and it's a lot of fun. But can you imagine having a team consisting of Vettel, Alonso, and Max? It would be pure cinema.
Whoever whoever the race engineer is for that team, you better have some thick skin because you're gonna get yelled at in three different languages. Like you got to have some thick skin
Yep,
because
yep, yep,
as
yep.
much as like everybody now, like Sebastian Vettel now is known for being this amazing humanitarian activist for climate change and whatnot. Just let him be with the bumblebees and whatnot. The man was a goddamn terror on the track, and his radios are
Yeah.
legendary. And I say this with so much love and compassion. He was a brat on the radio. There's one, I think it was a crash between him and Mark Webber, and he's just pissed off, and he's just like, I'm going home. I'm going home. What are we doing here? I'm going home. I'm like, okay, fucking brat. So I would love to have those three on a team.
Yeah, that would be pure cinema. I would be all for it. And
Yeah.
hopefully it's happened. Hopefully it does happen. Let's keep our fingers crossed
Yes.
and see if it
100.
actually goes through. I mean, F1 drivers, another series, is always going to be something that's going to pull in viewers. It's going to get to
Hmm.
people watching. I mean, I tuned in to see how Lance Stroll did in his attempt to switch over, into endurance racing, and yeah, it didn't
We
go.
both did. It did not go well. We had such high hopes.
We had
It's
such
the
high
first
hopes.
time I was rooting for Lance. Because didn't he have like 8 minutes worth of penalties in total by the end? It was
He had so
so
many
bad.
penalties, and I did a video on it, and so many of the comments are, "Did you even watch the race? Like some of those penalties didn't come when he was driving." Yeah, you're right, but like, he had
Fair.
he had his fair share of penalties during his stint, and like a little bit more. Like it wasn't just average. He just had through the roof. Well, you look at Max. He went out on his first one and won the whole thing. He was later disqualified because of the tires thing.
The
Max went
tire
out and won.
issue.
Yeah, Lance went out and finished last. So
There
take it
you
for what it's
go.
worth. Take it for what it's worth.
That was because we were both so excited and we were
Yep.
just like, you know what? It'd be great. He goes out there in a different series and just knocks it out of the park. He
And
struck out.
look what happened. Look what happened. But speaking of F1 drivers, another series. Tell us about your boy K Mag. He was
Cousin
racing this weekend, right?
Kevin. Yeah, cousin
Cousin
Kevin.
Kevin.
So, which texted the family and they were all rooting for him. It was season opener for WEC. Um, at one point, I remember seeing coming in and like, because obviously I'm not going to have it on for all 6 hours.
All
Um,
right.
I only did it like I would check in every now and then. At the beginning, I think like hour two mark, um, he was in fourth, fifth. Four. I can check the family chat. Hold on. Let me check the cousin chat. Because the cousin chat does stay active for cousin Kevin.
As it should.
Um,
Cousin Kevin was racing.
I know. Hey guys, cousin Kevin is racing this weekend. It's 6 hours of Imola. We are at the halfway mark, and Kevin is in fifth. So they did 3 hours each, I believe. Only two drivers. I think they just did 3 hours each, but wound up only finishing seventh. So, but I mean, it wasn't bad. Um, but we wanted better. We wanted better for cousin Kevin. So,
I
yeah.
think it's warming up. I think he's only going to do better and better the more he gets used to, WEC
Because
type
this is
racing or white
his
type racing.
second season. So,
Right.
yeah. Still a lot of improvement, room for improvement. So, yeah.
Oh,
We'll see what
100%.
happens.
100%. I don't think I got good at anything 2 seasons in. I have to, unless we're talking about the show You, because when I was 2 seasons deep into that show, I think it was phenomenal. So shout out to Joe Goldberg. I see you, big dog.
I so I only watched the first season. Phenomenal. I didn't get back into it after that.
Wow. Did you even try
Yeah.
though?
No, not really. I watched my one season and I was like, I'm good.
You need to give
I'm
it another
good.
chance because it gets good. It gets real good.
I Cuz when was that? That was during the pandemic, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So, oh, because when you came out, that was also the start of The Haunting of Hill House.
Mm.
And I remember me and my sister just dove into that. That was so good. I rewatched. I started it again last night.
Why'd you guys dive into it so much? Are you a fan of like horror and like thrill type shows?
So me, not necessarily. I am a fan of watching scary things with my sister, and then the both of us laughing at each other when we get scared. That's what I'm a
Mm.
fan of, and that show
Mm.
was perfect. But the show itself storytelling line, because it's Mike Flanagan, I believe that's the director's name. He's done so much, but that series, the just visually so amazing. Special effects were phenomenal. There was a lot of Easter eggs hidden within the show that made it a lot of fun for viewers. And then they did their second season, which I think was Blythe Manor, and that it wasn't so much like a ghost or scary or anything. It just, I think the best way to describe it was kind of like a love story that happened to have ghost in it. It was
Right.
very beautiful. And then the third one, Fall of the House of Usher, was so goddamn kick ass. Was I first off, I love Edgar Allan Poe. If you're an English girly and you love literature, that show fucking kicked ass. It was so good.
I haven't
So,
given it a chance, but I'm down to watch it. So I guess let me ask you this.
mhm.
So what was it, House of Usher, or what was it called?
Fall of the House of Usher.
So fall the House of Usher or a weekend watching IndyCar. Which do you prefer?
I would take the Fall of the House of Usher.
That's crazy. You guys
I
heard it here
know.
first.
And I'm wearing my IndyCar hoodie that I got from the Indy race.
Did you see the IndyCar race this weekend? Did you see that?
I watched a little bit, not a whole lot, because I was doing a lot of I didn't turn the TV on fully a lot, just for a few moments when I was checking in on everything. It was
Mm.
very much a mental reset and recharge type of Sunday. I know Pato during qualifying qualified first, I believe, with qualifying, but Alex Palou won the race.
That's right. You got
So
it.
yeah,
You got all the key points.
yay, go me.
Is
So
there any slowing down of Alex Palou now? Like,
I don't
when are
think
the
so.
rumors of him going back to F1 going to start heating up?
I Because I feel so. This is the first year I've really paid attention to IndyCar.
Hmm.
Last year, the only reason I knew anything about IndyCar was because so much talk was happening with Pato and possibly coming over, being one of the drivers for Cadillac. I remember that being the rumor for the longest time. So
Right.
that's the only thing I heard last year. This year, I didn't hear anything last year about Alex Blow, but this year, that's the only thing I've heard. Other like just we want him, we want to see him in F1.
I mean, the guy's doing freaking phenomenal. So hats off to
Mhm.
Alex Palou. He's killing it out there. I mean, it might be a thing where he dispels all the rumors and says, "I'm focused on IndyCar, 100%," and it would behoove
Yeah,
IndyCar to try to keep him there, anyways.
yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a driver being like, no, this is my series. I don't want to move into another series whatsoever. This is my niche. I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah, I could not agree more with you. Well, Leah, it looks like we spoke about all the giant key points over this weekend. We're,
Mhm.
what, 10 days away from the Miami Grand Prix. So this break has lasted way too freaking long. I hope they don't ever cancel races ever again because I can't handle it.
That was what, 6 weeks?
Something like that. I don't even know. But yeah, I mean,
It,
it was the entirety of this month.
yeah. And we're going into Miami. It's only the fourth race of the season now. Like, that's so wild to think.
What the heliante? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, also, so, like, and since we've had such a long break, and now what they're doing these refinements with the regulations, no idea what will happen in Miami. I have, honest to God, I've been thinking about it. I have no idea of like who could possibly like win the sprint race. No idea who can get P1 from qualifying. No idea who would win the race. I have no predictions. Nothing.
I don't have any predictions outside of one prediction.
What's
So
that?
the only thing that I've seen that's meaningful headed into the Miami Grand Prix weekend is that apparently Ferrari has upgraded about half of the car. They've put in really meaningful upgrades. So I think this is the first time in which we're like, okay, well, it's not the Macarena wing, it's not anything crazy. Half of the car being upgraded, it's freaking giant. And then on
Yeah.
top of that, they also had a filming day in Italy. So hopefully they paid their taxes, but they had a filming day in Italy.
They don't
So
have to.
oh yeah, because they're
We're based in
based in Italy, Red Bull and
them
Ferrari.
and V-Carb, right?
I don't know. It's one of the Red Bulls for sure.
Yeah, one of the Red Bull.
So yeah, those are the only ones that don't have to, right? Because they live there or they're out of there.
Yeah.
So um, that'll be interesting to see if Ferrari has closed the gap with Mercedes.
Yeah. Again, it'd be interesting to see what these upgrades will do with these new refinements.
That's true because they probably designed the upgrades with the old new regulations in mind.
Yeah. So this, like, and I know going into the season, we were all aware of the new regulations and everybody being like, you have no idea what can happen. But now with these basically the newer regulations, it really fucks everything up of what you could think could happen. So I'm, I have no idea what to think. The only thing I can know for certain is is that Cadillac and like Audi or whatever, they're going to be in the back still. Um, don't know what's going to happen with Aston Martin. I just want them to finish a race and nobody's hands get damaged during it. Um, I want Williams to finally be underweight and fucking sore. Just, yeah, but like, no idea. No idea.
Well, look, one thing that we have to look forward to sometime early next week, if not over the weekend, is all the liveries, all the T-shirts, all the
Yes.
hats, all the cool stuff that comes out from Miami. I feel like it's the one race in the year where they go all out. I mean, they do stuff for Japan, they do stuff for Vegas, but not
Yes.
like how they do Miami. They get out the pastel colors. They're like, let's do
Yes.
pastels.
Because I think it was last year, VCarb had this absolutely gorgeous livery reveal. Because it also went with like a special edition Red Bull drink
Are
as
you talking
well.
about the pink one, which was a white peach?
Yes.
Hmm.
I have it. It's in my refrigerator. Yes, the white peach. It was really good too. I will say that. I really enjoyed it.
Super
Um,
flavorful.
there's
I'm a man of culture and I enjoy a good peach. Let me just say that.
okay, that's great to know.
What was that, Leah?
I have no idea. So they also have another drink out there. My boss is gonna watch this and call me out on it.
If you know, you know.
They also there's a new Red Bull out, and it's a white can, red kind of holographic looking.
Cherry Sakura It is an
I
amazing
don't
flavor.
like it. I don't
How
like it. I've
dare
tried
you?
it. I know. Also, speaking of another energy drink that I don't like, Lando's Monster. I hate it.
Mm, I think it's okay.
To
So,
me, it tastes like grapefruit, and I hate grapefruit, so I don't like it.
to everybody over at Red Bull, I apologize for saying that, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna buy a case of it like I buy a Red Bull, right? Because
Yeah.
obviously we know where my loyalties lie, right?
Mhm.
But if it's good, it's good. I'm not gonna act like it's yucky. It's definitely not yucky, but I think the flavor is yuzu melon and I forget what the other one is, but it's like yuzu melon or
Mm,
something like that.
I don't like it. It just tastes like grapefruit. I don't like it at all.
Yeah. Look, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Yeah. But yes, the livery. So this all stemmed from me talking about V Carb's livery from last year. So
The
yes, I
white
did like it.
Miami livery that was pink. It was great.
It was beautiful. I loved it. It was my favorite out of all the teams. Mercedes did something last year for Miami.
They did. They did. As a matter of fact, their T-shirts I almost bought if it wasn't $100 for a freaking T-shirt because it's a Miami one. But they did
Yeah.
the pink and it was like a camouflage pattern and it was like pink and dark grays and all stuff. It was
Yeah.
great.
I remember seeing it. I was like 50-50. Like it for me it was like it was almost all the way there with execution. I just feel like it just wasn't executed fully with the design. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Either way, it's going to be great to watch. You
Yeah.
guys heard the predictions here first, which was none from Leah and for me that Ferrari might surprise. So y'all let us know what you think about those below in the comment section. That being said, Leah, before we let you go, anything else you want to put out into the world?
Um, for the love of God, bring back the Lego race. Bring it back. Bring back the Lego race. I want it back. I think we all want it back. So yeah, that's the only thing I got.
I'm gonna piggyback on that and say we need the Lego race and we need it desperately. And I hope that they do the Lego race with the new updated version of it because they're smaller cars, so it'll be better Lego racing.
Oh, that's so true. Oh, that would
Mhm.
be so great. Oh, that would be so great.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
gonna
I'm
be
just
phenomenal.
now envisioning it.
As you should. It's gonna be phenomenal if they do it,
Yeah.
which they should.
Yeah.
But
Oh, and another
got
thing, I want to
yeah, go ahead.
also, I need everybody to look at my nails. They're so pretty. This one you can't see because of the ring light, but it's white with yellow stripes. And then this side, it's white with blue stripes. And then I got blueberries. So yeah,
They
I'm
look
really
great.
happy
They
about
look
my
great
nails.
with the blueberries.
Yes,
Y'all should check out mine. I got nothing on them. Boom.
that's
Maybe
fine.
some dirt on the nails. That's about it. Um, but listen, she's at Lights Out Leah across all social medias. Give her a follow. Drop a comment down below. Give the video a like. Give it a share. Tell your mom, to your friends, and we'll go from there. So I appreciate every single one of you guys, especially everybody that made it this far in the video. So thank you guys, and until next time.